Okay, guys, I am back. This is the crypto reviewer. Yes, the crypto reviewer. Now, the crypto we will be reviewing today is none other than Clintex. Yes, Clintex CTI. It is currently priced at 1 cent. All right, 16986. All right, it has done 70% within the last 24 hours, and it's a top number one gainer on KuCoin. All right, now the 24-hour high was 0.2 cent, 0.021, 24-hour low 0.009, just shy of the 1 cent. 0.09594, 24 mountains volume in CTI was 64.32 million, and the 24-hour volume in USDT is 1 million. All right, which is a very significant amount to be traded, within the past 24 hours. Now, Clintex is a solution provider to the pharmaceutical and academic medical research industry, providing an innovative ecosystem to drive efficiencies in the conduct and oversight of clinical trials by providing cutting-edge, scalable, and cost-effective clinical data analytics services. Now, the CTI, Clinical Trials Intelligence ecosystem, will identify and help reduce clinical trial bottlenecks as they happen, as well as using advanced analytics to allow researchers to predict the probability of clinical trial events that may slow progress of a clinical trial. Now, with the application of powerful and insightful data analytics functionality across administrative, operational, and clinical functions, stakeholders can now identify, action, and resolve the potential issues detected before they negatively impact the clinical trial performance. Now, the ecosystem is unique in driving clinical trial efficiency, bringing together multiple novel concepts such as enabling full audit trail functionality to identify, action, and resolve issues detected by the tool, exploiting the immutability and interoperability of data filtered through the blockchain to create an ecosystem that fosters collaboration across the entire pharmaceutical industry, enabling workflow management and the use of distributed ledger technology to ensure a fully immutable audit trail that closes the loop and meets FDA regulatory requirements. Okay, now introducing an attractive pay-per-use model for clients, eliminating the need for hardware costs to be borne by the client, applying powerful and insightful data analytics functionality across administrative, operational, and clinical functions in clinical trials. Now, being the first ever collaboration platform for clinical trial efficiency, allowing researchers to share clinical trial efficiency intelligence while protecting underlying intellectual property. Now, these are the lessons learned for CTI. CTI will provide an increasing library of clinical data analytics that facilitates the sharing of lessons learned across corporate boundaries without any compromise of sensitive data, helping pharmaceutical companies become more efficient and enabling faster delivery of new medicines to the patients who need them most. Now, our mission is to bring down the cost of medicine and improve the speed to market of new medicines through reducing development costs and times for patients, governments, and the global pharmaceutical industry. Now, here is the vision for clinical trial intelligence. CTI will become a standard and essential part of all global clinical trials and will be valued for its ability to accurately predict and prevent costly issues and overruns. Now, ultimately, resulting in medicines being delivered to market faster and cheaper than ever before. Now, here's the mission. Clintex's primary mission is to drive down the cost and speed up delivery of medicine for the people who need it most through clinical trials intelligence. Clintex will achieve this by making the clinical trials process faster, more efficient, and more cost-effective for the pharmaceutical companies that engage in the research of new medicines for market. Now, by developing a range of key applications that focus on specific key pain points and bottlenecks in the clinical trial process, Clintex seeks to revolutionize not only the way pharmaceutical companies collaborate on clinical trials, but also the way they set up, conduct, and oversee the operational and clinical effectiveness of their trials. Now, here are the solutions, all right? The Clinical Trials Intelligence platform will be the first blockchain, okay, enabled clinical trial ecosystem, all right, and the first platform to apply data analytics and machine learning to monitor and control clinical trial costs. Now, here are the details of each of the seven applications in the platform's ecosystem, each one addressing specific pain points in the clinical trial process. Now, CTI OEM, operational excellence. Now, you know, this is designed to provide a single snapshot of clinical trial progress, allowing the clinical trial professional to immediately identify areas of concern that require further action. Issues requiring attention will be flagged, and action plans will be recorded and monitored on the Clintex blockchain. Now, these snapshots will then be integrated into the predictive analytics application, also known as the CTI PDA. Now, to allow for emerging trends to be identified before they impact overall clinical trial efficiency. Now, next is the CTI PDA, predictive analytics. Now, the broad range of data collected during a clinical trial creates huge opportunity to predict the probability of key events that impact the ability of a clinical trial to deliver the clinical data that regulators accept as proof of efficacy and safety of the drug being tested. Now, the CTI-PDA application will combine all operational and clinical data sources and use predictive modeling to forecast issues and events before they happen. Now, this is the risk-based approach supported by the FDA, but to date, it has not been utilized to its full potential, as predictive modeling is not yet routinely used to forecast risk. Now, utilizing the KPIs generated from the CTI, CDV, and CTI OEM application, the CTI-PDA application will reveal hidden correlations across all data sets, thereby enabling the pharmaceutical company to take proactive actions. Now, for example, being able to predict that a patient will withdraw from a clinical trial would enable the pharmaceutical company to take preemptive action around patient retention, so that the cost and time delays as a result of patient withdrawal are avoided. Now, CTI SIM, site investigators, as is the case with patient recruitment, there is a lot of competition between pharmaceutical companies to recruit experienced investigators to conduct their clinical trials. The CTI SIM application works in two ways to support the recruitment and management of clinical investigators. Secondly, investigators, clinical research physicians are reimbursed for their participation in a clinical trial. Now, reimbursement to investigators can be done using cryptographic tokens with payments triggered based on key indicators such as number of patients recruited, number of patients reaching defined points in the study, and data quality and evaluability of patients. The CTI SIM, in combination with CTI PRR CTI-CDV, evaluates attainment of these milestones and can automatically trigger payments to investigators. This will be executed by smart contract, removing the requirement and associated costs of manual intervention in the payment process, and ensuring that payments are released based on data quality and data currency. Now, here's the CTI PRR, patient recruitment and retention, achieving clinical trial research patient enrollment is clearly essential to conducting a successful trial. Without sufficient patient recruitment and retention from the time of study initiation to close out, the number of completing patients may prove to be too small to derive conclusive proof of the safety and efficacy of the medicine, and therefore will lead to failure in securing FDA approval / marketing authorization. As such, there is a lot of competition for patients. Difficulty in patient recruitment and retention has resulted in nearly 80% of clinical trials overrunning enrollment timelines by an average of 10.8 months. This translates into as much as $8 million in lost revenue for each day a drug is delayed, and it also means that cutting-edge new medications are significantly delayed in their journey to the patients who need them most. The CTI PRR application provides the solution. Okay, now here's for the CTI VMM vendor management. Third-party vendors manage pharmacokinetic, pharmacodynamic, serology, stool and blood analysis, electronic diaries, ECG data, etc. during clinical trials. They provide different types of services based on the specific therapeutic area being trialed. For example, serology data is important for vaccine trials. Although outsourcing these services is considered to be the advantageous for clinical trials, there are some risks involved. Hence, pharmaceutical companies proactively select, track, and evaluate third-party vendors on a regular basis before, during, and after the completion of the contract. Now, this is where the CTI VMM application has a significant role to play in effective management of third-party vendor data. CTI VMM integrates CTI CDV to provide oversight on data quality from third-party vendors. Furthermore, CTI VMM manages token payment compensation by the pharmaceutical company to the third-party vendors, triggered automatically by milestones and KPIs such as number of assessments performed, data quality, and data timeliness. Now, this payout to vendors will also be managed by smart contract within the clinical trials intelligence. CTI, CDV, clinical data visualizations. Traditionally, medical review of clinical data was performed based on line listings of data generated from clinical trials. After line-by-line reviews, issues identified are manually raised with the investigator site in question. Now, queries and other corrective actions are then manually resolved. Data quality is monitored similarly with program checks and controls, the output of which is reviewed manually. This approach leads to missed issues during data reviews and delays in the clinical trial, waiting for corrective actions to be completed. Now, with the CTI-CDV, medical review will be significantly enhanced through the use of data visualizations output from information contained in Clintex's blockchain. Now, these visualizations will enable the improved identification and sharing of issues that may impact on trial integrity and safety of patients. Now, data quality will be monitored using visualizations, identification of outliers, and statistical monitoring. Furthermore, CTI-CDV will facilitate flagging of these issues as well as corrective actions to be recorded and monitored. All right, now Clintex deliver intuitive blockchain-based self-service analytic solutions to the pharmaceutical industry. Okay, and at Clintex, the novel clinical trials intelligence solution will enhance clinical trial processes by providing tools to optimize operational efficiency, clinical data quality, and medical review. Okay, now, by the looks of it, Clintex is a promising crypto to get into. Okay, you see that it is actually dealing with clinical trials. All right, making the whole medicine space a lot more easy to run, way more efficient. Okay, now, in no way, shape, or form my financial advisor, but if you take heed of what the crypto review was actually telling you, to maybe, just maybe, you can come out on top, my friend. You know that the Bitcoin halving is fast approaching. I say that it will be arriving around Q2 of 2024. Okay. All right, now if you go out there and you ask the average person about cryptocurrency, they cannot relay any information to you except that it may be a scam. Now, there are scams out there, but this is why you DYOR. All right, do your own due diligence, do your own research on these coins. You look at the use cases, look how many holders it has, look at the charts, look at the volume it has done. Okay, how much is it up in the past? Okay, now, you look at the white paper, you look at the mission, the vision. All right, the burn mechanisms, all right? How much liquidity is locked? How much liquidity is in it? The market cap, the whole nine, okay? Now, there are orchestrated plays, orchestrated FUD that I like to call fear, uncertainty, and doubt out there in the headlines, out there and just, in the news, so that you can shy away and that you cannot invest in crypto, so that you can become paper hands and so that you can sell, so that the big boys can come in and they can buy your crypto at discounted prices. This is nothing new. This is something that you need to be aware of, okay? Because when there's blood in the streets, this is when the big dogs come in and they buy everything at discounted prices. You need to play how the big dogs play, okay? And that's just with the housing market, okay? We know that there's, is stock market, just with all of the markets, all right? Commodities, anything, okay? This is something that you need to be aware of. This is something that you need to pay attention to. You see the whole charade with SEC, XRP, the whole nine. Okay, you know that it is a smokescreen. Okay, so that you will not invest in XRP, so that you wouldn't be able to create generational wealth, because XRP will create generational wealth. Okay, it will skyrocket. You already see the updates that are being made behind the scenes. All right. Now, if you want to make calculated risk, you take your, this is the time you should be loading up. This is the time that you should be planting your seeds. This is the time to make those calculated risks, so that, when 2024 comes, you can reap what you sow, okay? And you can see your fully blossomed tree, okay? Not a flower, but a tree, all right? Now, if you need to be investing properly, okay? Now, listen, this is your chance, okay, to, create time freedom, create generational wealth, and, just passive income, all right? And, you need to have some exit strategies when the time arrives, okay, when you do receive that lump sum, when you look in your trust wallet or your ledger, okay, and you see that you have 6 figures or more in your bank account, in your ledger, in your account, okay, you need to have some extra strategies in order. Okay, now, if you are struggling right now, okay, this is the most important time in your life right now if you are immersed in the crypto space. Like I said, if you go out there and ask the average person about cryptocurrency, they cannot relay any information to you, okay? They have shied away, okay? This still lets you know that you are an early adopter. You are still early in this space of crypto. You still can be wealthy. You still can be rich, all right? These people who are not in the crypto space right now will be forced, whether they like it or not, into the crypto industry. All right. Now, if you are struggling right now, all right, and you only have one job and you cannot invest properly, you need to come up with some type of side hustle, some type of business on the side. You need to even get a second job. Okay. You have to make some sacrifices. Okay. I don't care about the burnout. All right. You got to think about celebrities and other people who work hard, who've been putting in 18-hour days, 20-hour days. Okay? This needs to be you, so that you can create your nest egg. All right? Now, this is the crypto reviewer. All right. If you like what you're hearing, I want you to smash the like button. I want you to turn that thumbs up blue. I want you to smash the notification bell, as I like to call it, the motivation bell, so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified of your daily motivation. Okay, I want you to share this video, as this video contains valuable information. I want you to get into the comment section, all right, so that you can receive a special response from the crypto reviewer himself. All right, now this is the crypto reviewer, and I will see you on the next video.